This week I've been driving the 2018 Infiniti QX80. I've got some stuff to say about this, so let's get into it. It's been a few years, but last time I drove this car, I didn't really like it. I didn't like the looks. The interior felt really cramped for as big of a vehicle as it is. The kids weren't really thrilled with it inside, so it wasn't a great big family car that I was expecting it to be. But this year at least, I really like the design of the exterior. I think they did a great job with this redesign. Let's take a closer look around the car. Under the hood of this big old thing is a 5.6 liter V8 with 400 horsepower. That means it moves this big vehicle pretty well, but it also sucks a lot of gas. So now that we've taken a look on the outside, let's take a look on the inside, because I think they did a really good job here as well. So they did a really good job with the interior of this car. It's very plush looking. The seats, door panels, armrest, everything's wrapped with leather. It's quilted and perforated leather. It's really luxurious looking. A lot of the materials they chose are really nice. They've done a great job on making the interior feel more roomy. It's easier to get into the back seats now. You have more room as you're in the back seats. The kids have even mentioned that it's much nicer in the back seats, and it's really nice up here in the driver's seat as well. So let's take a look at how it drives. So the QX80 does drive really well. It's pretty smooth. You do have that 400 horsepower from the engine, so it does get up and go. But of course, that fuel economy, we've been averaging 13.4 miles to the gallon. I reset it and did a highway run and did something around 17 miles to the gallon. So it's not great, but it's also kind of around the ballpark for this size of a vehicle with a V8 under the hood. Of course, if you're looking at something like the new Lincoln Navigator or even the Yukon Denali, which has a V8 but can shut off cylinders as it's driving, you are going to get better fuel economy, especially up on the highway with those kind of vehicles. Of course, base price on one of these is $64,000. This one, the way that it's stacked up, is $82,000. So that's a lot of money you could be spending on an SUV, and there's a lot of great options out there. So there are a lot of really great options in this segment. Competition-wise, you are looking at a Range Rover, a Mercedes-Benz GLS, a Lexus LX, the new Lincoln Navigator, and of course one of my favorite is the GMC Yukon Denali. How does this thing stack up? So there's a lot to like about this SUV, but there are some nitpicky things. First thing for me is these seats. They are nice, they're plush, they look really beautiful, but they're not quite that comfortable. Now, to be fair, my wife didn't have a problem. The kids never said anything about the comfort of the seats. They all thought it was perfectly comfortable, but me as a driver, I wasn't comfortable in these seats. It's almost like they're too plush, like they're trying too hard. Maybe it just needs to be broken in more. One of the other things, they've packed a lot of technology into this car, which is really great, but the infotainment system is still, just feels outdated. I know they're working on something. I think they're gonna hit in 2019, so this is a 2018 car. Their 2019 models are supposed to have some new systems, I believe, which will be really great, because this one feels pretty outdated. All right, well, I hope that doesn't come off too negative. I don't want this to be a negative review. I really like Infiniti. I like their cars. I like their SUVs. I just think that they have some work still to do on this. And if you're spending $82,000, you want it to be really good. Guys, well, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, let me know what you think, and thanks for watching. Quick shout out to my film crew for this video, aka my kids. Thanks for helping me out, guys.